Welcome to www.thelifeinuktest.co.uk, your trusted resource for life in the UK test preparation. In this video, we will present 24 unique questions drawn directly from the official guide, Life in the United Kingdom, a guide for new residents 3rd edition. Each question in this practice test comes with a detailed explanation to enhance your understanding. Please watch the video continuously for the best learning experience. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Question 1. What are local authorities in the UK often called? Option A, councils. Option B, municipalities. Option C, boroughs. Option D, regions. The correct answer is councils. Sound explanation: towns, cities and rural areas in the UK are governed by democratically elected councils, often called local authorities. Question 2. What do you do after you get your ballot paper at a polling station in Northern Ireland? Option A, mark your ballot paper in the polling booth and put it in the ballot box. Option B, show your ballot paper to the polling station staff and then put it in the ballot box. Option C, give your ballot paper to the polling station staff and they will mark it for you. Option D, keep your ballot paper with you and leave the polling station. The correct answer is, mark your ballot paper in the polling booth and put it in the ballot box. When you arrive at the polling station, the staff will ask for your name and address. In Northern Ireland, you will also have to show photographic identification. You will then get your ballot paper, which you take to a polling booth to fill in privately. You should make up your own mind who to vote for. No one has the right to make you vote for a particular candidate. You should follow the instructions on the ballot paper. Once you have completed it, put it in the ballot box. Question 3. What is the legal status of smoking tobacco products in enclosed public places in the UK? Option A, smoking is allowed in all enclosed public places. Option B, smoking is allowed in some enclosed public places with no restrictions. Option C, smoking is against the law in nearly every enclosed public place, with designated signs indicating no smoking areas. Option D, smoking is against the law in outdoor public places only. The correct answer is, smoking is against the law in nearly every enclosed public place, with designated signs indicating no smoking areas. Explanation: smoking in public places. It is against the law to smoke tobacco products in nearly every enclosed public place in the UK. There are signs displayed to tell you where you cannot smoke. Question 4. What is the role of a magistrate? Option A, to mediate disputes between parties. Option B, to investigate crimes and arrest suspects. Option C, to decide the verdict and sentence in a case. Option D, to represent clients in court. The correct answer is, to decide the verdict and sentence in a case. Explanation: magistrates decide the verdict in each case that comes before them, and if the person is found guilty, the sentence that they are given. Question 5. In a domestic violence crisis, which of the following options is available 24/7 for immediate assistance? Option A, email your local authorities for help. Option B, reach out to the 24-hour National Domestic Violence free phone helpline at 800 82247. Option C, visit the nearest hospital for support. Option D, contact your workplace's HR department for assistance. The correct answer is, reach out to the 24-hour National Domestic Violence free phone helpline at 800 82247. Explanation: in cases of domestic violence, it's crucial to know where to turn for immediate help. While options like contacting local authorities and seeking medical attention may also be necessary, the 24-hour National Domestic Violence free phone helpline at 800 82247 is a dedicated and readily available resource designed to offer support, guidance, and access to assistance around the clock. It's an important lifeline for those in need of help and safety. Question 6. What is the frequency of mock tests for vehicles over 3 years old? Option: every year. Option B: every 2 years. Option C: every 3 years. Option D: every 4 years. The correct answer is every year. Seek explanation. If your vehicle is over 3 years old, you must take it for a Ministry of Transport mock test every year. It is an offence not to have a mock certificate if your vehicle is more than 3 years old. Question 7. Which of the following is a requirement if you wish to be a permanent resident or citizen of the UK? Option A: disregard the rights of others, including their right to their own opinions. Option B: treat others with bias and discrimination. Option C: neglect the responsibility of looking after yourself and your family. Option D: respect and obey the law. The correct answer is respect and obey the law. Explanation. If you wish to be a permanent resident or citizen of the UK, it is a requirement to respect and obey the law. This means adhering to the legal framework and regulations set forth by the country. Respecting and obeying the law is essential for maintaining order, promoting social harmony, and ensuring the well-being of individuals and communities. It is a fundamental responsibility of all residents and citizens to uphold the law and contribute to a safe and lawful society. Question 8. What types of items were produced by the skilled metalworkers during the Bronze Age? Option A: pottery and sculptures. Option B: tools, ornaments and weapons. Option C: textiles and clothing. Option D: musical instruments and manuscripts. The correct answer is tools, ornaments and weapons. Explanation. The people of the Bronze Age were accomplished metalworkers who made many beautiful objects in bronze and gold, including tools, ornaments and weapons. Question 9. When did the Roman army leave Britain and why did they not return? Option A: AD 43, due to financial difficulties. Option B: AD 410, to defend other parts of the Roman Empire. Option C: AD 476, because of a military defeat. Option D: AD 365, for a religious pilgrimage. The correct answer is AD 410, to defend other parts of the Roman Empire. Explanation. The Roman army left Britain in AD 410, and the primary reason for their departure was to defend other parts of the Roman Empire, particularly against external threats and invasions. Question 10. What language did the Normans introduce to England? Option A: Norman French. Option B: Old English. Option C: Latin. Option D: Anglo-Norman. The correct answer is Norman French. Explanation. Norman French, the language of the new ruling class, influenced the development of the English language as we know it today. Question 11. Parliament began to develop from the King's Council of Advisors in which era? Option: Ancient Rome. Option B: Renaissance. Option C: Middle Ages. Option D: Modern era. The correct answer is Middle Ages. Explanation. In the Middle Ages, Parliament began to develop into the institution it is today. Question 12. Which language did many people in Scotland continue to speak? Option A: English. Option B: French. Option C: Spanish. Option D: Gaelic. The correct answer is Gaelic. Explanation. In Scotland, many people continued to speak Gaelic, and the Scots language also developed. Question 13. What did Henry VIII do when the Pope refused to grant him a divorce? Option, he started a new church, the Church of England. Option B, he excommunicated the Pope. Option C, he went to war with the Catholic Church. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is, he started a new church, the Church of England. His explanation, to divorce his first wife, Henry needed the approval of the Pope. When the Pope refused, Henry established the Church of England. Question 14. What year did Elizabeth I die? Option A, 1603. Option B, 1604. Option C, 1605. Option D, 1606. The correct answer is 1603. An explanation. Elizabeth I died in 1603. Question 15. What significant health crisis occurred in London in 1665 during Charles II's reign? Option A, the construction of a new cathedral. Option B, a major outbreak of plague. Option C, the Great Fire of London. Option D, the signing of a peace treaty with France. The correct answer is a major outbreak of plague. Explanation. In 1665, a major outbreak of the plague in London during Charles II's reign had significant and devastating consequences, leading to the deaths of thousands of people, especially in poorer areas of the city. Question 16. What characterised the state of democracy in Britain during this period? Option A, universal suffrage for all adults. Option B, suffrage only for women. Option C, limited suffrage, primarily for property-owning men. Option D, direct control by the monarchy. The correct answer is limited suffrage, primarily for property-owning men. Estimation. Democracy in Britain during this period was characterised by limited suffrage, where only men who owned property of a certain value were allowed to vote. Women did not have the right to vote, and the number of eligible voters was relatively small. Additionally, certain constituencies were controlled by wealthy families, leading to the terms pocket boroughs and rotten boroughs. Question 17. What significant contributions did Sheikh Deen Mohammed make to British culture? Option A, he introduced curry to Britain. Option B, he opened the first curry house in Britain. Option C, he popularised the Indian art of head massage known as shampooing. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Explanation. Mohammed, born in 1759 in the Bengal region of India, made several significant contributions to British culture. Firstly, in 1810, he opened the Hindostan Coffee House in George Street, London, which was the first curry house to open in Britain. This establishment played a pivotal role in introducing curry to the British palate. Additionally, Mohammed and his wife also introduced the Indian art of head massage, known as shampooing, to Britain. Question 18. Who was responsible for constructing the Great Western Railway, the first major railway built in Britain? Option A, Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Option B, James Watt. Option C, George Stephenson. Option D, Richard Trevithick. The correct answer is Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Explanation. Isambard Kingdom Brunel, originally from Portsmouth, England, was the engineer responsible for constructing the Great Western Railway, which holds the distinction of being the first major railway built in Britain. Brunel's innovative engineering work included tunnels, bridges, railway lines, and ships, and his contributions played a significant role in shaping Britain's transportation infrastructure during the 19th century. Question 19. When was a salary for members of Parliament, Parliament, first introduced, making it easier for more people to take part in public life? Option A, 18th century. Option B, 19th century. Option C, early 20th century. Option D, mid-20th century. The correct answer is early 20th century. Explanation. In the early 20th century, local government became more democratic and a salary for members of parliament was introduced for the first time, making it easier for more people to take part in public life. Question 20. Alexander Fleming won the Nobel Prize in 1945 for his discovery. Option A, penicillin. Option B, DNA. Option C, electricity. Option D, the telescope. The correct answer is penicillin. Explanation. Alexander Fleming won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1945. Penicillin is still used to treat bacterial infections today. Question 21. Which two countries jointly developed the world's only supersonic passenger aircraft, Concorde, which operated from 1969 until its retirement in 2003? Option A, United States and Russia. Option B, United Kingdom and Germany. Option C, France and Italy. Option D, Britain and France. The correct answer is Britain and France. Nation, Britain and France developed Concorde, the world's only supersonic passenger aircraft. It first flew in 1969 and began carrying passengers in 1976. Concorde was retired from service in 2003. Question 22. What is the language spoken in some parts of the Highlands and Islands of Scotland? Option A, English. Option B, Scots. Option C, Gaelic. Option D, Welsh. The correct answer is Gaelic. Explanation. In Scotland, Gaelic again. A different language is spoken in some parts of the Highlands and Islands. Question 23. What is the 40-day period before Easter known as? Option A, Advent. Option B, Lent. Option C, Septuagesima. Option D, Epiphany. The correct answer is Lent. No explanation. The 40 days before Easter are known as Lent. Question 24. Which of the following is the only Scottish driver to have won the Formula 1 World Championship 3 times? Option A, Jim Clark. Option B, David Coulthard. Option C, Jackie Stewart. Option D, Paul di Resta. The correct answer is Jackie Stewart. Explanation. Sir Jackie Stewart is a Scottish former racing driver who won the Formula 1 World Championship 3 times. Thanks for watching. We hope you answered all the questions correctly and this practice test helped you prepare for your life in the UK test. Remember to check out www.thelifeinuktest.co.uk for more free resources and practice tests. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful content. Good luck on your journey to life in the UK test.